morning, everyone. Say morning.
Oh my God, nowhere got time, right?
Morning. So the topic for this training is cyber security awareness and foundation. Right now, cyber security is one of the most important topics and things to know because if we don't know, there's a lot of cases where people lose money, company lose money. Recently, I've been subjected also to a lot of experiences, but luckily not lost money, right? So it's important for all of us to learn. Before we start, we go around the table and let's understand from each of you your name and also want to know, have you been scammed before? Did you have any cybersecurity challenges before? Please share. Start with this gentleman over here.
Hi, my name is Simon. I think I've been scammed one too many times.
Not
Not
many.
scam lah. I had two experiences of Maybank suddenly got some money got deducted. It was said Uber, for example. Then they traced someone use account. Then there was somewhere they tried to log into my LinkedIn and they took over my account and it was messaging people. Yeah, that's my experience.
Hi, my name is Nur Nafisa and I never get experience with the scammer.
Okay.
My name is Ilyas. I have many calls regarding the scammers, but never been scammed before.
Okay.
I am Nushrada. I receive calls and emails from scammers, but never been scammed before.
My name is Shantika. Same like them. I receive a lot of calls, but usually I just ignore.
Hi, I'm Vignesh. Actually, my AWS account was hacked. Suddenly I got a bill for about 1,200 USD,
Wow.
which I had to go and fight with Amazon, so they got it cancelled. And I think just recently, the purchase I made, which turned out to be fraud, the company didn't exist, and again, went to Maybank, they managed to resolve the whole thing. I managed to get my money back.
How did AWS happen?
God only knows. Somebody managed to get control of the account,
Right.
started spinning up services like no one's business.
Right.
So I don't even use the account. I signed up, used it maybe a few years ago, and then it basically was dormant.
Right.
Some smart clerk took it over and decided to make it his own.
My name is Aaron. Alhamdulillah, no scam attempts or issues or incidents thus far.
I'm Bert. I think I went through a lot of scam thing. So one is started Netflix account itself.
Oh my God.
So I've got additional users in my account for freeloaders.
Additional users.
So I found out then I have to change the security on that. And then another one, my previous company, where it was, we were deal with phishing, email phishing. So what they have done, they just changed our cat's back. They just changed one word, right? The cats.ai, they take off the S. What they asked from UMW, they asked to pay, we changed our company account.
Please pay to
Please pay to this account. Luckily, they verified, and it is nearly 2.2 million payment that should go in or stopped. So this is one thing that major phishing that's something that always.
So it's a similar kind of issue.
So I don't know how many. We have done a lot of security, but we need someone to just monitor this internally to make sure that phishing doesn't happen. So that's one of the things that biggest concern I have. Okay.
Yeah, my name is Shubha. In 2019, I was scammed when I changed my CIMB Click ID password to bank. So within 1 month, I got notification that your money is deducted from Netflix, but I don't have Netflix. That's where I called the bank let's say I wrongly click some link, so it's a scam. I mean the scammers managed to log in and take the fund. Few hundreds data on lah. So they asked me to do police report, and then they said they will proceed with the case law, but after that I shut down. I mean I closed the account.
Right. So some of you all have experienced it, some you have not. Right now, there is no guarantee. Any minute, anybody can be hit. But what is very important is to take certain precautions. Right. First, and the most important and the most vulnerable portion of this whole setup is not the technology, it's not the infrastructure. You can have the best infrastructure. It's the processes. You can have the best process. But if the people don't have the awareness, you can lose it. You can go off. Right? So that's why it's very important as a company that you understand it, and internally also for your own usage you use it. Right? Like when you make payment, how you make payment. How do you have a first question, do you have a antivirus for your phone? You have.
Apple.
The one I use to make payments. So what I have two phones. This phone is not exposed to public. This phone has no internet transaction, anything. It has dual authentication and high security to make phone payment. Many years ago, I met up with RSA. RSA, when I was in the bank, RSA is the world leader for cybersecurity, right? The boss also carries two phones. iPhone to make payment, Android for normal use. This got no connection to public. So because you cannot be safe from hacker unless you are not connected. It means you are paper based. You are using a locker which has no communication to internet. Then you are safe from hacker. If not, there is no way you can be 100% secure. But you must take precaution. So phone, you must have antivirus. There are so many apps. Kaspersky is 98 ringgit a year. Malwarebytes is also 100 ringgit a year. But Malwarebytes you can download the free one. But doesn't stop at that. You must update the database. Then the phone itself comes with security setting update. Sometimes you won't update one. You just leave it. Because it doesn't update unless Wi-Fi. So if no Wi-Fi, it doesn't update late night, early morning. Then your security is not updated, your phone is exposed. What happens when your phone is exposed? If someone take control of your phone, automatically control of the WhatsApp, automatically control of all your systems for payment. Right? And now the payment systems also, you notice, is quite easy already. It's just touch secure tag, right? So it's very critical. So sooner or later, this will be compromised. Phone. It's very important to do that. So similarly for cyber security, you have this ISO 27001, right? Many organizations have problem with security management, including ours also. We sign up for the email with the hope and the belief that the vendor will respond. But the vendor themselves don't have the proper arrangement. But we can't blame the vendor because we should ask the question, right? So that's why there need to be a standard to check all these things. Then controls to integrate with ISMS, information systems, security management systems, and of course gives a benefit, right? So this is aligned to the first principle we have out of the 5. What are the 5 guiding principles? 2 weeks ago we spoke about consistency, right? So consistency, one part of consistency is being consistent in taking security practices, right? So now let's have a short exercise. So as an employee, don't think about a company. As an employee yourself, what are the 3 key things you will undertake to be consistent in security for the company and yourself? What are the 3 things? So write down those 3 things. It could be don't share your password with strangers. Don't have easy password like GKK 123456. Right? So, but at the same time, don't have too complicated password like your boss who now can't remember the password. But mine is alphanumeric plus special character plus don't know what I put just now, and it's not my standard because the standard one I remember. That one, no, I think nobody. It will take a long many years to crack. That's used for my bank, right? Some people do auto generation of password, but I don't believe in that. I scared later that device compromised and Buddha, right? So what are the 3 things you think you can do? Let's take about 5-10 minutes, then we can. This company we got another risk here. Got 2 gadgets here. So one gadget's email hack, then that guy emails. They get confused. Means gone. Three things. What you will do as an employee?
Buy a new device.
Huh? What?
Buy a new device.
Buy a new device. Buy a new device, but not taking any precaution is the same thing only. He's saying I buy a new lock, but I locked everything else, but I opened the front door, right? Like GKK 1 2 3 4 5 6. That's the most easiest to guess. Okay, what else? So today's training is very important because you are going to be holding customers' details, you are going to be holding company's details, your personal details. So if you don't know how to secure it, then it's going to be a problem. Company will put certain controls. Like for example, there was a bank, big bank, Malaysia's second largest bank. They had got hit by ransomware in 2019. Just because, do you know how they got hit by ransomware? You know what is ransomware? They will take over the data and then lock it and then ask to pay money first, right? They paid about 5 million ringgit. You know how they got hit? One employee accidentally clicked on link. Some link. Which looked weird also. The email looked weird. That's why we'll discuss this after this.
Last year, it
Really? How much they lost?
they
They didn't
didn't
pay. So data gone. lah. Click the link, you're gone. So as the company grows, we will have this kind of challenges. Okay, Simon, let's talk about 3 things. What are the things?
Log out, no public Wi-Fi, lock screen, give alert changes, don't click links.
Wow. Okay, that's good. The most important is the log out. Every day you must log out from your what? The laptops, the emails, mobile phone email, log out from that because it could be compromised. We already had one issue like that before, right? So that's the most important. Good. Next.
Put password on the face screen and in every apps.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Like macam WhatsApp we can put our face screen kan. Lepas tu don't save password as remind me. And then
Don't save password as remind me. Good. Yeah.
don't put name as the username lah. Use others name. Like macam Spiderman or something.
Yes,
Don't use
smart.
others name.
Okay. That's not bad.
Change password regularly and log out after use any tools and spend on device protection.
Okay. Good.
Use security protection, log out all access before shut down laptop, keep password to yourself. Log out email at the end of the day. Separate device for work and personal.
Right.
And put slash characters.
Right. Okay. Aaron.
Engage in continuous improvement in terms of values to be attend trainings, keep yourself updated, latest trends and so on.
Right? Okay.
Do not open any unknown link. So phishing, right? So and then always log out email. Do not set up auto login.
Okay.
Remove the manage password in the laptop. The one always.
Yeah, the Google one. Right? That one very dangerous, They take over, then it's gone. All the password is inside.
And then
So don't
always,
lie.
always scan the antivirus.
Right.
Then do not share the IP address to unauthorized.
Okay, so maybe all this consolidate, keep to Nafisa. I want you to just put it in a Word document. These are all the.
I think another thing is missing. Is using the free Wi-Fi's, right?
Yes.
So the free Wi-Fi is where you are vulnerable for access to them.
So when you use free Wi-Fi, they don't use company device, folks. When you use free Wi-Fi, put that. I'll write down now. So no free.
Go client side, right?
Then you have a problem.
For hotel, they ask to use the free Wi-Fi. Yes.
But the one is still secure.
Yes.
The hotel one.
The
Yes.
one that recently, I think the one insurance is a
Okay.
yes. Always with the free Wi-Fi.
New free Wi-Fi we have to avoid. Very dangerous.
Then we have to use our hotspot.
If no choice, then use the hotspot. Hotspot means use your company phone's line. So, but
Don't have
how
company phone?
powerful is that?
If you don't have company code,
Don't have company phone, then take somebody's company phone to use hotspot.
no,
What
that
does
will
it
happen.
do? Don't use free Wi-Fi. Very dangerous. Because
Free
people
Wi-Fi is one of the-
are sitting in the network to scan. And I notice people are very relaxed about it. I went to Bali.
We're talking
free
about public Wi-Fi, right?
Public Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Bali is public Wi-Fi. I was there, they scanned. So I used it and I used Kaspersky to clean up. And then I check again. Password. Okay, how you set your password? How many character? How many?
9.
Wow,
Minimum is 8 lah.
not bad. That's very good. So 8 minimum, so 9 is good. But you have special character. What else you have?
Capital letter.
Uppercase, lowercase.
Right, then
Numbers.
yeah, which one I did just now, I can't remember.
Set up any
Alright. You have to include all this. Do you include all this?
Yes.
Really? You?
Because most of this one now doesn't, it's already preset.
Yeah, because you tak set means dia cut a lot.
You won't allow that. But some banks don't even have
But you
special, don't
say
allow special character.
you say that
It doesn't look-
use free Wi-Fi,
Contradict,
use
yeah,
hotspot, use GKK Wi-Fi, right? How like some using office laptop at home. So how secure is their home Wi-Fi?
No, that one we will have to take certain things like what he said. We have to invest into device things.
Endpoint
Now we
protection.
will go into the VPN.
VPN.
You have to use VPN first. Virtual private network. That means VPN like dialer. Like last time when I'm sure you work in ICT, you dial to their network, then you start using. So the VPN will give.
What a question.
But yesterday I saw some VPN removed from Microsoft something like yesterday.
Yeah, take a number.
Article ya. Betul je. Tadi I nampak VPN no more since yesterday also.
What was it again?
VPN macam no more under Microsoft or something like that. They already remove.
Okay.
Cannot use VPN. No,
I mean so far can lah.
I use NTV lah.
No, you got two open VPN and all that.
Yeah.
Help you.
So we have to use that kind of method.
A secure environment.
Secure as well.
Me and India don't have a company phone, right? So when we go meet client, how? We use the Wi-Fi.
Oh, hotspot.
Yes.
You have to keep them.
Huh?
Sales.
But then please approve the
Sales.
busting lah.
Bus. The Santosh line goes to. No, but the thing is, sometimes you got no choice. You have to use public Wi-Fi. Then
That's the question. That's the question.
I think considering the critical situation here, we cannot use. Not here. What's happening everywhere, right? We cannot use it because you see, if banks get hit,
No, I think when we going clients meeting, right, it's in our meeting. So mostly we go into why we need Wi-Fi is because we want to show the slide from our shared document,
Yes.
right? So mostly it's going to be the proposal and also the text, intro text, which I think we can download into our laptop.
Oh, okay. So there is the.
Yeah, so there's no need of
Compatible. That's the problem with the VPN setting. Okay, the VPN that is it must be compatible to the Windows. Microsoft. So that's okay. We can buy a good one. That's safe lah.
No, I got the solution.
What's the solution?
The reason why we need hotspot is when we want to, because they show that they present the slides to our what you call our drive, because the slides is there. So what I'm telling is some of the whatever that we want to then download it before we go to the customer's place.
Right.
We download it and put in our laptop itself.
Now, customers' Wi-Fi is different. Like today morning I went in Iceland. They are giving their Wi-Fi. That's okay. Because they have a visitor Wi-Fi with password lah. So that's okay. Yeah. The public Wi-Fi means there's no password, nothing. Just click it.
I think the reason why we need only Wi-Fi is only that because we're showing present it.
Yeah.
So we just have to download and
So now the next most important thing. What is wrong with email? It just happened today morning.
Can't see.
Oh, you can't see it.
Too small.
Go near.
Oh, yeah.
Who's first?
Come on, to me. So Gideon received this email today morning from me, and the guy who wrote is exactly my name, Rajendra, Dr. Singer, but the email is from a email, right? lucydiane364@gmail.com. Okay. Let me know your advertisement and send me your WhatsApp number. Right? And Gideon was smart enough to think something is not right. Now, a few questions here. How they got my name? How they know Gideon is finance department? Right? So these are things. Maybe it's public knowledge, LinkedIn, Active Directory, maybe they updated, they found out. So once this happened, so I gave my number, my secure number. Right? So can you see this is my face? They taken from LinkedIn. Nigeria phone number. Okay? I hope you're fine. I would need help from you. I can't call you now. So I keep messaging the guy. How are you? Hey boss, you are in Nigeria. Is it? Wow. You know, they focus on their work first. The guy's calling me. Right? And then he asked to buy the Razer. Razer, I think this one, Aaron, you know. Razer Goldwing.
Why was it? I know.
You play games, right?
Oh, what games?
He's a gamer.
Play physical games, not online games.
And then he asked, see, very smart, asked to buy on Shopee, but this link, we don't know whether this could be a phishing link. Phishing means you click on the link, gone, right? Then I said, I cannot access email now, internet now. I mean, I'm having problem. Shall I find on Shopee or I'll go to 7-Eleven lah? Then he said, okay, you go to 7-Eleven. Now he brought me already.
It's not the first
So I said, I'll come back to you, then I went quiet.
It's not the first attempt on GKK. Simon has done it before.
Yeah.
The previous staff has done it
Sarish,
before.
Sarish.
But it's the third,
Sarish.
from the time I joined, it's the third attempt.
He went to the mall and he wants to, and then he wanted to buy the game.
He
He did buy.
He
no,
bought
he
the
bought the voucher.
voucher.
But he didn't give.
Then we scolded him.
No, in Simon's case, I don't know what happened, but in Saresh's case, he was a mangsa, let's say.
500.
He went, no, 50 bucks. 50 bucks.
50 bucks. This is 500 bucks.
No, so actually,
Right.
so Rajat, go to your previous email, the email. So this email, you look at the name and the email behind it, it's totally not the same.
No, so now we go one step further. That sometimes they can have the same email.
Same email.
At GKKS
One dot.
consultants.
One
You
dot.
all identify.
One dot.
GKKconsultant.com. So when you have this kind of thing, don't give any information, don't click anything. Most important, Nafisa, take note later, I want to give notes also. No clicking on any link,
Okay.
right?
Maybe you can ask Siman to share what was her.
Yeah, that's the next question. What was your
What,
was the
when you
response?
received that email, what was your thought process? Take us through what.
First of all, this two names there, Gajendra and Daisy something, the email name. So I have to check both. Okay, then okay. But then if you look at the body of the email, it's so suspicious.
Yeah, look, what we have the one know is, take us to your thought process. What did you think? How did you go about analyzing
Well,
it?
yeah.
Email address.
First thing you check was the email address.
Yes.
Okay, next.
Then body of the email.
So you notice the email came from Lucy Diane
Yeah.
at whatever.com, which is not valid, right?
But
You
to
know
it
the
can
name
even
came
come
there.
from me. It can
Yeah,
come
you know
from
the name
me.
was yes, Dr. Gajendra.
Yeah.
Which looks like the guy has just copied your name from LinkedIn and put it there.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, okay, next thing you do.
But the question is how he knows she's finance. It's
You
not
come to
on
that later. Let's go to your So, then you check the body of the email. So, you notice that the email starts off with age, which is not like how Gajan addresses.
Yeah.
Right?
And he was like, he's asking for my number. I was like, there's no way Gajan doesn't have my number. So that's logic lah.
Right.
Then what did you do next?
I just informed Gajan and
So
said,
you contacted Gajan and asked him, you clarified whether he actually sent this email. No, but you sound like you were sure there wasn't him.
yeah,
So you reported the incident to him.
yes.
But the question is, like I said earlier, how did they know Gillian is finance? That's not on LinkedIn.
The email is sent to
Oh, it is on LinkedIn.
The email is sent to payment or you?
My own.
Gillian at EAA.com. Okay. So are you a follower of GK? Did you indicate which department you work in?
Right. But let's put that finance executive on
But
LinkedIn.
no, wait. So in that you state your designation.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So that's the answer.
Yeah, but they don't have Gillian at GKK. It's only her personal email is on LinkedIn.
Anyone can find that out. You can just be a coincidence. Have put like EAA.com.
Google up and see.
Yeah, not that hard. Not that hard.
Name I put finance executive, LinkedIn doesn't have.
Element
Don't put
B.
LinkedIn. General Google.
General Google.
Gillian, just
Yeah.
Google. Gillian GKK consult.
No.
So
See,
they can pick
on
up.
the LinkedIn, GK's LinkedIn, or your on GK's LinkedIn, whatever, do we have anything there at so and so.com?
No. No.
Right? No, but there must be somewhere info at GKK.com or contact us or whatever, right?
Auto was search them, GKK finance.
Oh,
I never
see.
even type. It's
Yeah,
so
but,
GKK
Google up.
finance.
What is it?
Finance, audit, tax, is it?
So now, no, what I'm
No,
saying
what
is,
I'm saying is there any available email on online
Personal.
today? Not personal. It doesn't have to be personal. Gee, if I see info at gkkconsultants.com, I'll just bang like Gillian at gkkconsultants.com.
yeah, that's the answer.
He's an
So,
amateur at that. He's just
Amateur.
banging.
he just
Right?
trying.
Just trying his luck.
We are one of the thousands in a day.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, but you see how my photo is there. Only thing that I gave away is Nigeria number lah. I never went to Nigeria lah.
See, but we have people who don't check. So the whole point about exploring her thought process, to share her thought process and how she checked
Correct.
when she received something
Check
suspicious.
and validate.
Exactly.
Oh, she put GKK Berhad. You put GKK Berhad, right?
The LinkedIn. Yeah.
Ah.
LinkedIn.
Oh.
So that's why check. Most important, you check and then you validate. But don't respond to the guy. No need to scold him. No need to be rude. Until now, just lie on him. After a few hours, he realized no response. He blocked me early. Right?
Oh, the LinkedIn, huh?
Good.
Recently hired.
Yeah. Ah. Okay. So thanks. Thank you. So this is one case that happened today. Fresh update. Right? So the passwords is one thing, but also understanding of this. So you will receive emails like these. You will receive spam stuff, right? You got to be very careful. You cannot avoid that.
So what's the thought process that we need to have when we encounter a suspicious?
Yeah, so very simple. When you have that kind of thing, first you verify. You are not sure, don't take any action. Don't reply the mail, don't click on anything, don't do anything. Right? You have to come to me and Aaron, confirm first. Boss, we have this. Right? What do we do with this? Especially even it could be like this also. Gajan and DKKS consultants. You may not see that in a rush. Right? So there was one time the actual email domain was hacked. DHL. There's one guy at DHL.com sending an invoice. You know how I realized something not right? I got nothing to do with invoice. Why should I open it? I'm IT man. I'm not paying anything. I'm DHL IT. Then I called them and I said, why you are sending me an invoice? He said, I never sent any invoice. So if I open that file, got there's some virus there, malware there, you don't know what it is, right? So you must be careful, don't just open anything. So basically you have a few things that you need to be aware of. There is, I think this one many of you know, but it's okay, I'll just, you have malware. Do you know what is malware?
Yeah.
What is malware?
Person say, yeah, please answer.
What is malware?
I think firewall.
Anyone else?
Why suddenly Tamil?
So malware is basically, it's a type of virus that once you click, it goes into your phone or PC, that will start to spy on your data, right? And after the malware is inside, it's easy for the hacker to take over your PC or laptop or whatever, phone, but you don't know that he is doing it. So then after he has malware, you will put a keystroke logging. You know what is keystroke logging? Whatever you keystroke, they will capture it. So they know your passwords after. That's how they take over your phone, game over for you. Because your SMS tag comes there, right? Your two-factor authentication is on your phone, right? Game over, finish. This is malware. So even if you get an unauthorized, if you get an SMS, empty SMS, don't open. If you get an SMS with a link, don't open. If you get a WhatsApp with a link that you don't know, don't open. Does it make sense?
Now they're using Telegram.
Telegram is now kind of going to be banned in many places. Messed up. Telegram is the worst. Scammers,
Everyone
control, terrible. Very bad.
Telegram is actually the best for them to use. Because it's end-to-end encrypted, it has the best. Exactly, you cannot find that.
You cannot find that.
Cannot find that.
Telegram is 1 million times better than WhatsApp for them.
Cannot find that.
Even we don't save their contact, right? We can find their contact in Telegram.
No.
For example, I didn't have the, but last time I used to save EIS candidate phone number. But after one time I already transferred all this to GKK phone number. But I never, the contact started the phone list, tapi ada dekat Telegram.
I don't know about that. I avoid Telegram. Telegram normally used by mafia, by all the underground stuff. So I don't know. They even confiscated the founder of Telegram in one country. They tried to arrest him. Arrested, right? Arrested for 1 day or 2 days, then let go. So I don't know, right? Virus is basically will disrupt the PC. Like now your PC cannot work. What we have learned so far, 3 key things we learned so far. Right.
Be alert, vigilant, and do the necessary, like log out, no public Wi-Fi, lock screen, be alert, don't click links. These are all okay.
No click on any link or SMS, and then use minimum 8 password.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Be aware with the situation, always check, validate and action.
Right.
Don't use free Wi-Fi. Use password with different like numbers and everything, and then don't click any link. Be extra careful when receive any suspicious email.
Right.
Don't click any suspicious link.
Right.
And take extra step to protect our data, which is, for example, log out every time we do work.
Right.
We always keep our device secure, like doing antivirus, and then not click any unauthorized link, and then do not take it lightly about all these phishing,
Yeah.
all the scam.
Good. prevention better than cure, always, right? So, okay, this is really good. So now what I want to do, what I want you guys to do, we will now come up with this thing called risk assessment process, right? Risk assessment process is to have, risk assessment process is to list down what are the possible risks. One of the biggest possible risks, we have a vendor who comes every 3 months, not just to update our laptop. It can update, but at a time all our logins, we must be locked up, right? So what are the possible risks? Other risk is your mobile phone. So far the hacker hasn't gone to your mobile phone. He could have gone to the laptop only, right? So that's another possible risk, right? Wi-Fi, common Wi-Fi. Now even if you change the Wi-Fi, yesterday a good point Aaron said, change the Wi-Fi also, the participant is coming, you're giving the same Wi-Fi to him. Hacker can come in the disguise of participant. Never know. Right? The guy is so smart to break through means he would have thought of all ways, right?
No, you have to break. The Wi-Fi you have to
Two
move it
separate.
to two network.
Two Wi-Fi.
Two network. You break it to two network. So one is the gas one, another one is voice one. So then it will be two separate.
Can we separate?
Can? There's gas, there's normal.
So that's the risk we should do. So
You can imitate how much of data they can use.
now
how
there's
much-
also another risk. Even if you do all this, the staff left already want to take vengeance, revenge.
Could be current staff also. Not just that, that's not rule or that.
No,
That
see,
is done.
connecting to Wi-Fi is one part. Connecting to the services is another part.
Right.
Yeah. Right, so you have to secure your services. I can connect to Wi-Fi, but if I cannot connect to email and all that one
Got.
settle lah.
So let's just list down. So each team list down about 5 risks. Right. Let's put it together.
Wi-Fi risk.
You join me. No, you select. You guys select. Which risk? You select which risk. Up to you.
You can't do it.
It could be Wi-Fi risk. It could be a laptop risk, mobile risk. I will list down the things, but you guys select. We have about 5 minutes.
Simon, ChatGPT, no ChatGPT, pretty. DeepSeek.
Okay. People offboarding also risk. Like good point you said, Aisha is coming on Sunday, downloading document, being here for 8 hours, 9 hours.
While no one,
I mean, nothing wrong, he's hardworking, he was helpful and all, but that was last time. So what I did, I now know exactly where she worked, what's the position, everything. I got all the details. Standby. I got everything. In case something happen, I know what to do.
You.
Right?
Do well.
not gonna be disclosed lah.
But I know she won't do anything wrong. But I'm
Ah,
saying,
that is why
what I'm saying is,
this
is
is
that
101. Cannot be disclosing
the things to
correctly
know
like
is,
here.
in the first place, it shouldn't be done. Those who left the company, left the company. If you come inside the office, someone from our company must be there to escort them. Simple, right? So policies, procedure must come in. So policies, procedure. So I'm writing. Now I'm just thinking thought process for this. Think like that. People offboarding, policy, procedure. Sometimes somebody say, "Can I lend your phone?" Yeah. Borrow your phone. So you give your phone. Then how? Right?
Boss, you are asking 5 risks that
Yeah, 5 possible risks.
possible or possible. Kejap saya fikir dulu, nanti kita call back.
Interesting, right? This can become a training program, you know. No one thought about a data security.
Fun, okay. Thank you.
So offboarding. Which race you do?
Oh.
Oh, different.
Possible risk.
Shubha race. Okay, done. Top to match.
Where, huh?
Check up man. So yes. Which race? Internet lah. Current. Okay.
Sharing this year. Sharing the
Okay, let's put security. External laptops. Hello. Yes. No control. Okay, yeah, tell him.
What is that? What's that? It was unbeaten.
Yeah.
See, like this also risk. Why is the data like that? Candidate's name is there, cert is there, it's like that. It's not only someone can just take and go, right? Ah.
Doors open during training.
Segregation of trainings. You must put a signboard there. Do not enter. Sticker. When you take notes, put a sticker. Do not enter. Only GKK stuff. Because training going on, right?
Entry.
Okay. Okay, sir.
What else? Internet.
30 more minutes.
What other? External laptops. No control of data. Doors open during training.
So yang we share all the sharing on the code. Sharing all your PPT.
Huh?
1 hour.
1 hour.
Sharing the code.
Huh?
Without
53 already, right?
information leakage of information.
Tak apa saya baca.
Dia kata minta 2 ni.
This cyber security, I equate this action we are taking cyber security. It's like life. In life, we all know we are going to die, but still we take quality food, exercise, we take care of ourselves, right? Hoping we live forever, right? But at least we live peacefully. It's the same thing only. Very deep and philosophical, right? But that's fine. So we got to think of all ways. Like how Simon had his LinkedIn, must do biometric verification, must do that, this or that. The hacker wouldn't take over, right? How did he?
Took over for a while.
How he managed to do that?
I think because it was saved my thing, I couldn't log into my normal email password. So I just used my biometric thumbprint.
Okay.
Then it went in and then it logged in. Because it sent something off.
That's a good thing about LinkedIn, lah.
Quite fast.
No, his LinkedIn was compromised, and he used biometric to go in, and he got locked. So anyway, okay, good. So what are the risks?
External laptops, no control of data, like car and all that. You can't see what's happening. I don't know whether it's working or not. Doors open during training. People can enter the sales and ops rooms. Trainees may walk in and see sensitive information. Sharing of documents. Us, we don't check who has access to documents like proposals, etc. No HR staff, no IT staff.
What is no HR stuff?
Because HR, that person looks into the data part, I guess.
So, what data?
Information about staff. I'm not sure if that's metadata. There is.
No, HR staff, no basically the HR policy for onboarding, offboarding. When the person leaves, are we turning off the IDs, are we turning off, we're not doing it, right?
Phone numbers.
Phone numbers, everything. So, okay, that is there. IT staff, someone to monitor, that's okay, understood. Alright, good, yours?
Okay, during staff going for break, right? So we can see some people laptop is turned on, but they never lock. So we have to bring that policy that as a complaint, siapa yang tak close their laptop during break time, because other staff can take over our laptop or can do, they can, hack within our DKK, right?
Correct.
So that is one. And then we shouldn't share any password, anyone, even our working colleague. Then second, so the office door is open, so it's considered it's not secure lah. So anytime people can come in, people can do anything. And then the clean desk policy. That means data we keep here, we keep password here, anything in the mana-mana training room, we there have password. And it is because candidate coming, cleaner coming, so all the desks have to be clean. And high chances to people can hack lah. And then share minimal information on the personal details or company details into the social media. Example like birthday, because I remember that when you share the email address into your account, contact number, so people can somehow figure out everything about our personal details. That means they can guess our password. And then avoid using personal laptop. All the GKK staff have talked to office laptop. So that have to make it stricter. That means, and then we have to do setting where office laptop cannot go to YouTube or any social media. That's when I think we can go to other website. So we can, there is high risk we can get the cookies or people can hack our information. And then like Netflix ke apa kan. So they work from home. So all our laptop should that means siapa yang, even if people are from work from home or even people are work from office, we have to limit the access for them to use for Netflix, for YouTube, TikTok, any other social media.
Okay, good. But that's another thing, we got a challenge to work from home.
You got to set policy and use VPN.
Work from home because we don't know how compromised is the house internet. Right? Work from home policy. One more thing, all the external emails we are going to reassign.
No one who's not an employee should not have a GKK email.
Yeah. All this vendor partner also no email.
No.
Convert one to password at GKK Consultants. Then there is some Gmail passwords linked to website. There's a Gmail password linked to the website. Okay. Something at gmail.com. So I
think marketing side,
Marketing.
a lot of things were Santosh doing. So you need to check all
Change
those
it to GKK.
Hmm.
The GKK marketing at Gmail is okay because that one I have to control. So that email is okay. Anything else, change it to GKK. So you create an email password at GKK first. You have the list of all the emails, right? I'll tell you which one you remove. Then just convert one. So all password linked to GKK email, not external. Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Take notes. my other phone. So Newton Nafisa will consolidate all that. Why you? Because your laptop is working, that's why. While the rest are not working. That's why today you became the master. Where is the duster? Okay, so here if we go for the ISMS, which actually once we start putting the controls after the training, the policies and all that, automatically we are having a information systems security management system, but it's not audited yet. Later we will go for certification, audit all that data. So what you just did is linked to information security management. You highlighted 5 risk, right? Then from there we look at all the processes and all that to see whether we can not 93, now there is 113 security controls, right? We'll use that to operate, monitor, review, maintain and improve information security. We have the risk management processes and then minimize the risk and also ensure business continuity. Example, email you cannot access. Forget about us getting hacked. Microsoft themselves got hacked, crash. Then how you do business? How? People in time. Let's say really outage already, 2 days out. How you will work? Must be something.
Laptop is hacked, is it? I mean the system Outlook is hacked.
Outlook is hacked. You cannot do anything. Then how? WhatsApp.
All right.
We have another domain called GKK enabled under that's also off. Cannot. So we need that is the business continuity. Make sense? Like I had that setting, the additional setting, something went wrong, call that guy. Right? Another risk, write it down, backup of data. Backup of data for email as well as on the laptop.
The OneDrive.
And OneDrive. Because there is no particular backup of data. Anything happen, problem. Right? So this. Okay, so why I put this is similar to this is the health bridge cleaning. In this case, GKK training company. By implementing the ISO, we have regulatory compliance, better reputation, improving security posture. Actually, when you go for tender, also people sometimes ask, do you have ISMS certification? Right? So it will help in the long run. So yeah, those are the things. And these are the 3 areas. So all your risk
eventually we need because
system. Yeah. Once you go into system, definitely we need. All your risk goes into the triangle only. Confidentiality, integrity, availability. Confidentiality, how confidential it has to be. Integrity, how accurate. Like this shouldn't be there because everybody knows the health certificate, learner ID, all this is visible. So this kind of data, invoice, certificate,
Clean dash policy.
Clean dash policy.
I just don't know.
Good.
Why we were having those oranges on the table for this place?
Fatma, that
Another
was
thing
not GKK.
another thing I think we need to
No
go
one
through.
said it was GKK, just relax, man.
Fatma did. Fatma Baba.
Yeah, but that's why. Clean dash policy. Is anything there? No
And then
bo-
this one
Look
goes
at these
in
bottles here. These mineral water bottles have been here from the start of the week. I still don't know whose they are, why they are here, what they are doing. Are they eavesdropping? Are they
Next time.
agents of scammers? I don't know.
Next time you have this take picture, then give them 1 day to clear. No means next day throw it off. That's what DHL used to do.
Exactly.
They will say clean desk policy. I don't know how you after you leave the office must be clean, right? If anything is there, they'll take it through.
In HABC, right, if they found one paper in your desk but you are not there,
They'll terminate you.
they will terminate you.
Terminator.
Yeah, they will give first warning, second one they will terminate.
HDPM, you bring phone to the floor. Baba explained, there's no warning letter, there's no verbal warning, no nothing.
One small paper, even the empty paper, it's in your in your table they will tell you.
Simon is thinking I go
Because
so many
they orang punya the key
That's not TD6
because the one the clean desk policy they bring it very far. Macam everyone have to follow.
So that comes under which part of this three?
Confidentiality and integrity.
Now integrity is a restriction. So now
Yeah, you restrict yourself to not do that.
what will here is access control. Who can see what data? Even HubSpot, for example, everyone can see everyone's data. Is that safe?
I don't know.
Is it safe? They should be. If I write Simon's data, only Simon should see, and everyone can see. Ilia's data, only Ilias
Got
can
to
see.
restrict access and assign
Yeah.
manager roles.
Kiran shouldn't be on HubSpot right now, but he's not doing anything. That ID has not been used. That can be reassigned to Shu.
I thought his access is given to Jupiter. No.
No. He's still on HubSpot. We're talking about HubSpot.
Yeah, Kiran still.
Access control. If he's doing work, he's fine.
He's doing that. So I clean up all that.
After he's doing, if he's not doing, assign it to somebody. And then Ilias data, only Ilias can see. Others shouldn't see.
Yeah, they cannot see.
Now can see it.
Now can I see it?
Last time can see that. Everybody can see everyone. Right? That's the two changes. Then availability is you're able to access your email, you're able to access your services, website. So website, what happened, I used the CCSD guys to clean up the website. We got problem with website also, phishing problem, same problem. Not phishing. Like a bot went and submitted 100 requests there. So we clean it up, right? Because our website doesn't have Cloudflare. Now we got Cloudflare. Security feature. Right?
No, I don't know.
So you got to remind me for the details of it, I forgot. But I want the guy, CCSD guy help me.
So I cannot enter this now, but I think they changed the password.
So you got to tell me what you want. Then I'll get it for you. Right?
So I need to go into.
Because another thing, right? I'm not targeting anyone. Tapi the sales
No one's
room,
already targeting
no
you.
sales room, right? You all tulis okay. Anytime contour, Infosys 70K, but everything is potential. But people competitor is coming. You are this macam people from outside can see. Macam PMN that day at work, right? People from outside they can see the
Yeah.
target,
Actually, there's a point, you know.
target
You
your
can see,
client, your potential clients.
You know who's
Before
coming. You know
want
who
to
is coming, lah.
yeah, even they, that's
What's his
what
name?
I'm saying. Kavin.
Kavin,
Because they
Kavin
can
works
post-
for
they can just take one
competitor.
picture.
who's
all
more
our
obsessed about
client
me than
can
his
see.
own business. So we need to be maybe just black out put the whole cover. The whole thing just black out.
Policies, policies.
Policies.
That's what we have. Policies from top to bottom.
Actually, yeah, any trainer also they can come,
Yeah,
they
they
can see
can
their
see from
thing.
outside.
DKK is doing so well, they don't know the pain.
More security is more locked. Last time we used to lock everything.
That's the key. No key.
No.
No key.
Can we lock it?
I mean, that's
Nafisa, take note. Key. You got to find a way. Then another one, CCTV. Extreme case lah, but I think we should think about it. If we have sensitive data. 1,000 ringgit, 1,000 plus. 1,000 plus. One camera is 100 something. How many cameras?
We need there.
Finance, here. My room only lah.
So you put this can cover and we see the cover points.
Right?
Right, cover.
And then the last thing, access card for everyone. Now everybody
Access.
Who else don't have?
you using access card tracking.
Everyone is access.
You and I are using PIN. The same
Can
PIN.
track what?
a couple of other people who are using
Huh?
PIN as well.
Same PIN. Not track.
Oh.
Password leak.
That's why what happened actually is a blessing in disguise. All this we never put in place. Now let's do it. And the new place, if you set up the event, must put in place also. That's more complicated because there you're dealing with all the students coming from don't know what. Yeah, anything happen. So,
Not student, but sometimes partner also can do anything.
yeah. Correct. Okay, so the example of the CIA, you're the only one who can access your bank account, no altercation, and then you can access account anytime, just the availability part. So here is for the clinic lah, every what is the confidentiality, integrity, availability. Now you guys group specify for DKK what will be the confidentiality, integrity, availability. Take about 5 minutes. What is the examples? Confidentiality. Invoice is confidential, right? Invoicing is confidential. Customer data is confidential. That's why when the guys talk about marketing plan, I asked, do you know where your data source is? Now only we are consolidating all the data. So talk about marketing plan data. First, what data we have, right?
He's saying that on camera, chief.
Do some editing. No, you have the earlier clip, right? Never mind, cannot. First day, second day.
Integrity, chief.
Integrity. Okay, so exercise for the risks finish. Now we are doing the exercise on the CIA. Okay, what do you have for the CIA?
Mine. For CIA, HubSpot data, candidate management data, and invoice, all the data, file data. For integrity, filing, do not park any document outside or bank details
Yeah.
anywhere. Availability, limit access, like HubSpot only for sales, candidate management only for ops. So we have to limit access. Not everyone should have all the things. We have to keep within the requirement.
Okay. Can we implement that? What is possible? For all the candidate data, now I'm consolidating with Santosh. I'll finish it by this week. Then we need to find a way to secure it. See, HubSpot got a lot of old data. It could be helpful for you also. There was a guy called William who spent 6 months calling companies in Penang. All the data is there. Do you know about it?
Yeah. Remember when
Oh, you
I
tried to
started,
recon-
I had to
recon.
call all of them at the
Nothing
start.
happened. Then what happened to all the data now? It's under you, is it? Where is all the data now? I don't think it's under you.
It's a mixture. It's
Ah.
not like very great data also.
No, but data is there. There's information there. We can always
There's
ask.
information.
Not very
We
great.
can always ask our guys to update it, right? So we don't know our own data. That's what I'm saying. But once we know, we have to make it safe. We can download all the data and keep. You asked the question. Can we look at that? I think we need to look at that. I mean, not you alone, lah. You, me, and Santosh. Certain data he showed me also. I also don't know I had it. Then there's one more data that before your time, Subha knows this. We call 1,000 people EIS. 1,000 people.
B2C.
We have the data. That data can help for new systems. Right? Where is the data?
Candidate
Huh?
management.
No. We call it, the remarks are all there, that data. You know, for audit we have call, we say we call this called remarks. Are
Since
you sure?
2021.
There's a separate Excel for that. Whether this guy took the exam, has he signed the document, that data.
For audit,
Then
right?
you take note, can SOXO audit data, Shubha and Gajen to come back. It's an action item. So okay, that is confidentiality. Then what else? Integrity.
Integrity, like filing, do not park any document outside
Okay.
or bank details, like writing in the wall, sticky notes, all that should avoid that.
Okay. Then what else?
Confidential.
Availability.
Availability, limit access lah, like HubSpot, candidate management within the department.
SharePoint? Do we have any sensitive data on SharePoint? Other than the YP invoicing and all that?
Got to have policy with the cloud.
Teams. Teams data, all the trainers, everybody can access, right? All the recording, class recording, everyone can access.
Everyone means?
All anybody from TVP can access. Cannot.
No.
Recording or password? Oh yeah, if they have the
First of all, you need to download it from Zoom, right? So if everyone has the Zoom account, then everyone will be able to access it. If no one has it, then they won't be able to access
yeah,
it.
for YP can be pakai external so they have the account address of
Yes. That's another thing. Oh, for online we are using Zoom. We are not using Teams, isn't
No.
it? Zoom. So we
No,
can
we do
really-
online meetings on Teams. Online
trainings
classes
is
on Zoom.
always Zoom, right?
So you will be in Zoom database.
Yes. Zoom training videos access.
But there was a few times where there were overlap, there were several. So there was one like Teams. Remember that? I think that's where the global access was passed on because our setting was they do not set the thing properly to make it.
So who told you to give? Who gave you global access?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
You raised it or some? He raised it.
Because Jim said, I forgot, they needed to change the settings of the teams to allow for them to commenting in the chats. You know, like typing
What
answers.
class was that?
Huh?
What class was that?
IT. Online one. like this.
Why were you doing online class on Teams though?
No, Leslie Inter Teams.
No, he didn't ask for teams. Basically that time we had a few other things. I think
No,
Java.
Leslie means Teams.
Okay,
Leslie
so what
Tamil
you're
is
saying,
not.
what you're saying is Zoom was not available.
And Leslie was complaining, saying, hey, how come you all never set up the teams properly? Because
No,
he
if
do it
Leslie
in all
means
companies,
pakai
you
Teams,
don't have
tak pakai
issues.
Zoom. Leslie
So when
means.
lunch
Then stop that.
Hmm.
Stop that.
So you when you.
Stop it.
Stop doing it on Teams. Isn't it? Giving someone a global admin policy
Yeah, that's
just to
right.
do a meeting on Teams is
No, it's the
one
settings
hand.
thing lah.
On the other hand, using Zoom, simple, straightforward. So you choose like which one you think is
No,
easier.
I don't think so. We should give.
No, you don't need, it's not related actually.
Ah.
The global access is to edit the settings
Chat.
to allow for the certain things.
See, that's right, Sankor. Now, next question is, how the hacker knows Simon has global admin access?
I think it's a coincidence.
It could be or could not be.
And then the
That's why I'm
GTK.
thinking that.
The GTK Google address also.
Or was Simon involved?
Your phone number. What? The GTK, right? General Google information, right? His phone number.
Okay.
Most of outside this
What?
one is Simon's
Number,
numbers and
How
See,
would you reach
No, it
that?
was
thing-
Santosh number.
No, see, one thing you guys are posting on LinkedIn.
Ah, that one
No,
was
Posting on
my
LinkedIn
company
or other
number
putting
is
contact
Siva.
numbers, right?
Yeah,
Of
it was
individuals,
Siva.
right?
that one was Pisiba before this.
Before I replaced the guy called Siva.
You just search Google GTK consultant. It's not office number, his number.
I was using his number.
Siva.
So we should have that office number routing. We have that access now.
You should give the office number. You only put office
If you
number,
take
actually
office
putting
number,
individual's number.
There
First
is
of
an
all.
office number. Write down office number, roaming line. So we can set it up.
can
We are already paying them.
Battery, yeah.
Battery, yeah. How many?
Technical error.
Udaya. 5 நிமிஷம். ஏதாவது edit பண்ணிட்டு
இவன்
நடுவுல.
இந்த 4 hour
Something inside lah. Put one song inside of it. Headache lah, bad headache today. Very tired also. You ask him and see morning how.
Better not be a camera or this.
Shaking.
Better not be a video.
Put one song inside. Put a beard.
Well, you ask them to come in front and present lah.
Huh?
That's the way. Ask them to come in front and present. You only presenting.
But is it okay or not? Even for the.
engagement.
Yeah, it's engagement.
Okay,
Nothing
so
wrong
the
with it.
artist team already said that.
Still got engagement already.
Simon's team.
All three must come in front. Each must present something.
Then, when you never talk.
One by one.
Hey,
He never present for
Simon,
he never
Simon go
voice
for
out.
the very left.
He has never voice out.
This was-
Okay, on. It's on.
He never-
Iவ்வளவு நேரம் பேசல.
No, dedicating.
Okay.
Oh, Ilyas is going.
Ilyas.
Yeah,
Wait, all three are supposed to
All
go in
three,
front.
all three.
Everyone is supposed to talk.
Because
I'm
this
setting
is
the rule,
space.
not you.
Hey, the train is here.
No. I'm setting the rule, not you. All three have to go in front, each have to talk. Simple as that. Collective effort. Working in silos, is it?
Come, cepatlah bangun. Just present je yang lima sebenarnya.
Your understanding what we can do for CIA. Okay, you can talk. Yeah.
CIA first, then integrity, and then everybody.
Itu dia stand for CIA.
Confidential. CIA go through.
Good morning.
Confidentiality.
Good morning, Ilyas.
Yeah,
You
today
asking the
portable
question.
sign.
All,
Hey.
please stand in front. We can't see you.
Now got water.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, let's do that. Big round of applause.
Go, Ilyas, go.
You prepared for the presentation.
Yeah.
For C.
So you all only come dressed like this when there's meetings outside or anything, right?
Yeah. Mostly.
Staying in front of the MD some more.
No.
Staying in front of the MD some more.
C.
C
The topic.
for
Okay.
no, C for confidence.
Okay.
CIA, C for confidentially. Maybe is normally for finance lah. For staff information, and also the trainers information, and also the client information need to confidentiality. Can
Fantastic, Fiza, fantastic.
Okay.
Integrity.
Integrity, no one except the person can modify the data lah. So if sales only can modify the data for the clients.
Okay, I think.
No, very big.
And for example, for class related stuff,
Sorry.
ops only
Let me talk. Go back to this confidentiality for one more point. Let's say you have a friend in another company. Let's say NKK. They ask you, hey, can you give me a sample proposal of the data I want to refer? I won't copy that, but I want to refer. Is it okay for you to give to them?
Needs approval.
Ah,
Needs approval.
Needs
Not say no, needs approval.
you have to come to me. Ask me. Right? Something we must be very careful because that work is all hard work, right? So
That's why we have the policy for confidentiality. We will document what needs to be done by employees and where exceptions are available, what the rule is and where the approval level is. Simple as that.
okay. Okay. Now to yours.
Okay. Integrity, only the right people gets to edit and modify the details lah. So sales related, only on HubSpot, the relevant sales people manage their accounts. Then for finance, they are managing the finance related stuff. Ops, for example, like the videos just now we discussed, only they have access to the recording, for example, right? So anything, even if you want to view, you have to request. So the integrity part is the data only modified by the right person, and yeah, no one else can touch it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Availability.
Availability, have to keep all the data at the same place lah. Macam if finance, they have a filing, proper filings, private and confidential semua part. So no one can, except for the finance and for the MDs ke, or the higher management have to go through. But for the management yang staff, they don't have any control type, any
Yes.
Go on, yes, go on. I'm listening.
For the all the confidential part, staff cannot like macam go cross the line to go to check all the things lah, except for any kalau ada some things to clarify to the boss must get the
On a
approval
needs to
lah.
basis.
Yes.
Yes.
So for the sales part, you know that the data is something that confidential and private, so you have to keep in one place so that only for the sales part can go through the data. That is the availability part. What do you think?
Great. So thanks for the presentation. Any questions from the floor?
No question.
Because they do not want to be questioned later.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
So, you talked about confidentiality just now, right?
Yes.
Let me give you an example. Tell me what you guys think. Should staff or employees should be allowed to walk into the finance room and you want to ask questions?
No.
No. Okay, why?
Because there's a lot of document, that private document in finance room,
Okay.
such as account numbers, figures, how many company earns.
Okay.
So that one is confidential lah.
So what if I wanted to speak to the finance exec? How am I going to do that?
You must get the finance staff to acknowledge that you are coming, like knocking the doors.
Okay. But when I knock the door, I'm going in the room nonetheless, right?
Maybe you can call finance staff to come out from the room.
Finance staff to come out.
Yeah, ataupun you have to go to the manager level to get approached for the finance. I need to check this. Is it possible for me to go to the finance departments to check on this part? So if the manager approve, maybe the manager also can go together with the staff.
What about operation staff walking into a sales room?
Operation staff currently they are related to the sales staff because sometimes they are on the training part juga. They are going to the floor with the sales part. So might be they are accessible to the sales part.
So you're saying the level there is lesser than the level when you went to finance?
Yes.
Okay, but there's still confidential data in the room, right? On the boards, here, there, everywhere, right?
Yes.
But you're saying that's okay.
On that part, on the confidential data, on the board and everything, that one have to change something more private section.
Thank you very much.
Section.
Simon,
Yeah, sure.
talking about integrity, right? Your example, if I'm not mistaken, was not doing this, that, everything, right? So what else can you elaborate on besides that example of integrity?
What else? Can you elaborate?
Give me one example of integrity just now, right?
Uh-huh.
Basically, HubSpot, access only your stuff, right? Is there any other example you can give us besides that?
Okay, I think integrity is about the data only, it has to be accurate, right? So, but can I understand what your question is?
You only give
Oh, you're asking one more question.
Another other than that, what else?
Other than that,
Do you have
okay.
any? That's all I asked.
So, for example, you don't change figures, simply change figures and give to sales. I mean, it's changed to file, like the costing sheet, just change the figures as and when you like, I don't know. But that perhaps there's integrity, one example. Besides each department having to keep all the data in that condition, I guess.
Okay.
Hope that answers your question.
It's okay.
Got.
Doesn't really, but
Because
that's
this
fine.
is okay.
I get it.
Okay, now basic definitions.
Can I understand from you?
Yes,
Because
you
I
can
would
take
like
that
to know
offline.
your
Don't worry,
experience.
you can take that offline.
No, but this is a time where we share and learn, right? So you have so much experience.
But I think Gajan already wants to.
So, I mean, you asked for the
Yeah,
example.
so my
so
point
I'm
was,
sure you have
when you
answer.
said
So I'd like to hear it.
when you said costing, right?
Uh-huh.
So can we elaborate in your example?
No,
How was that
that's not what
change?
I just said that part. No, I just want to answer.
Integrity. You asked me about integrity. Very simple. First of all, don't be prying on other people's stuff.
Prying?
That's one level of integrity.
Okay.
Simple, basic.
Trying is it? Can you elaborate?
Like when I come to your laptop is open, right?
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Someone shouldn't be looking at.
I should not be looking at what's in your laptop,
Mm.
and at the same time, you should not be displaying what's in your laptop.
True.
Does that answer your question?
Because you have confidential invoice or proposal, right?
True. Okay, thank you.
Say something.
Okay, I have questions. So basically we're talking about data, right? So we have plenty of data, I mean lot of data. So how you will know that someone from GKK is, I mean, they are taking out
Good
the
question.
data out of GKK. Because if big company means the IT, there is a filter, right? People can know, this this data is not going out, so they can track the. So everyone is not familiar, right? So
So
how
first
you
thing
will?
first, all the G drive, I think we have to.
Yeah, even though
control.
we have that filter in our Outlook, but we still access to Gmail.
That's why I'm saying that should take out already.
Take out already.
We cannot.
No,
Now all the G drive, everything must take out.
I think we should use everything Microsoft already. Whatever the deform we are using is Microsoft form. So.
Even people can download the data and send
No,
PDF.
that's the when we that's indication that actually when you are downloading, it will inform us. So that's the authentication that we need to put. Whether you are allowed to download or not. So Microsoft can do that. So all these restrictions we need to start to put on data security.
It's all boiling back to policies.
There's a G drive, there's a lot of data there, old data. So all that have to take.
G drive, that's the problem. Microsoft app. is
Because I
something
remember
Google don't have.
last time you asked me to pass IP leaves and then old leaves to to previous stuff. But that stuff,
That one we cannot control.
so that's why I said.
We have to
So
bring
it's
it
a
everything
customer
back.
leaves, right? It's our customer leaves.
The Excel one we cannot change. We cannot control the Excel. But the Google Drive, yes.
You see, Excel can control. There is a there is a system when whatever Excel is out from our office, you will get some notification. That is like how other assignments is doing.
That's what we did. That's why we have the safety car. But now we have to learn the safety car. Learning safety car. Can I show?
Somebody was asking what's the safety car?
That is the safety car for. What we just said is safety car. But we need to learn how to do it. The dashboard, Aaron saw it once, but not enough. We need to learn some more. So the safety car will control what data is going out.
So like in Microsoft I know because I did and Guna done that. So any download, any files download, the notification will come. Even delete from G drive will come the notification to us whether I can delete or not. Because that's company program. So I have
Company scope.
So global admin
Company policy for data. Oh, that's a long, it's a huge.
it's a big thing.
Okay.
Because I remember that there is a staff from HSBC. He just sent out the assignment. He got terminated.
Assignment.
This is in the PDF version, right? He sent
From email.
So I asked Elizabeth to email to my personal email. So you have this
See,
email, right?
in
Both of us got terminated.
In HDBM, only assistant manager and above have external email address. You are just a exec, you do not have external email access. So what she's saying is, Gilbert's an AI. She would have gone to Gilbert, yes, you want to send a resume, you want to send something to your own, right? Even though it was not work related, but because the policy of the external email policy was breached, both got terminated.
They both terminated until even they both of them cannot find any bank job until today.
Yeah, like I said, it's all about the policy. In HDBM, you bring your phone in the team, you're terminated. There's no one to question us. So it's all about the policy. We do not have policies in the framework today. Once we do, then we can define them clearly.
Because IT detect the PDF, they email to their VP, the VP call them, discuss, they terminated. They use people HR, they terminated because the policy stated even 1 MB PDF to 1
Cannot
MB,
send out.
Yes, cannot.
There's just no external email being allowed. So this kind of thing is a breach of policy. It wasn't about what was sent, it was a breach of the policy.
Even PDP, we cannot send IC numbers, IC numbers across email. There's a personal
Exactly.
all that is.
And then some companies also practice encryption. I'll send you this, then you need to log in using this password, then you can access that thing.
Yeah.
I'm not really an expert on that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, so all this right now, one thing we need to be clear is now when you have this one is like what you just said is a change that violate the security policy, right? In this case, it violated what the guy said. We cannot control what he's sending, but once he sent out, there's someone monitoring.
Someone get notification.
And then from there, it's a security event. Now, incident, what happened incident is like what the email got compromised, should got compromised. You must have a process to you must have a way to highlight to us. Now, last most important, we did discuss this. Spam email. What will you do when you get a spam email? What will you do?
Okay.
When you get a spam email, what is spam email? Yes.
Just one question. Before, they're not going to do that. They were supposed to take turns.
No, kita dah
Oh,
habis
they
lah.
already shared.
Yeah, first one.
earlier.
So, your question was what is spam?
Spam. What is spam email? Yes. Spam. Means what?
Suspicious email.
How do you know it's suspicious?
Because it's coming from something that have unauthorized things like
They offer something.
link or any warning ke ataupun any threats from that email, so called spam lah. So these tools, they will help you to segmentize which one is the valid email and which one is the spam email.
Okay, sometimes even that also is a slip through.
Yes.
So when you come to a spam email, rule number 1, you don't click on the links, right? Rule number 2, you highlight to us, Aaron and me. Then I'll tell you how. Then you know how to flag it as a spam. Then we flag it as. But let us know, because we want to know like how she don't tell me today. What she sent me, she could have flagged the spam and closed it. But lucky she told me, because then I continued the discussion. Suddenly got Shopee link coming, asking to give 500 ringgit.
Because you are saying
Yeah.
that you have the conversation, right?
Yeah.
But while you do the conversation with the scammer, I heard that even they can see through your, they can read your.
They can read only if I click the link. Because he gave me the link also.
They
Then I
can
said I
go
cannot
through your
access.
phone
Yeah.
also.
I told him I cannot access because your internet has some problem I'm having, right? So that's why I'm saying that is not an incident. That's the event. What didn't go today is not an issue yet. It's a phishing lah, a flirt. Like phishing, this is phishing. Where he's putting the hook, trying to get hold. Like how you all hooking and trying to get customer like that. Punching. Right? So, okay, now the last one is the risk. So what we discussed that day. So a risk can also be an opportunity. What's the meaning of that? Why I'm saying that?
An opportunity to learn.
Good risk and bad risk.
I'll make it better. Like now, just now you're talking about all this, we're talking about data, now we say make it better. Right? A risk is an opportunity to learn. The potential of a loss or damage when threat or vulnerability happen. So, right? So these are all basic stuff. But now how do we bring this to real life? So we have what we talked about. How do we bring this to real life? That will be a final exercise. What will be the 3 to 5 key things we do right now? And policy is very important thing. What is mentioned? Other than policy, what do we do? And also for your personal things, the mobile or company mobile. What are we supposed to do? It's not only just laptop, work, also your personal. Who is using personal phone for office work? 3.
Efficiency. Because the other one,
You will see those.
Then the other one?
the other one I need to. There was one time it was scammed. Then,
One time you got scammed.
I mean, that phone was
I
Then
think
discuss the
very
phone.
rich lah, boss.
Then discuss the
Okay,
phone.
Cherry.
Give it back to us. Describe it. What phone is it? What happened that
the
one?
one, the Siba one.
How much money went out?
Huh?
What happened actually?
No, that same one lah. That's early in the year because I supposed to recruit. They were asking to find through LinkedIn some people. So I was getting people's numbers lah on LinkedIn. Then this Chinese group I contacted. He spoke on the phone. Then while on the phone, my money got deducted.
Huh?
Yeah. From Uber.
From Google.
Uber.
Grab. Uber.
Then I called the bank, they checked. They said, oh, this transaction very strange for Uber from some other country.
How much?
$200.
Scary, man.
Using euros.
Euros.
Just on the phone.
The flow is calling on WhatsApp.
Okay.
Because there was one time I used the company phone to log in my Grab. I use Grab on the phone. Because sometimes you have to go place, right?
So basically, when we issue a company phone, the company phone must only be regulated with the policy, which restricts and does not allow. But then, if I give that, will that impact and affect the way you guys work?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the conundrum.
Yes, because we need to access for Coursera, YouTube
Yeah.
sometimes,
Yeah.
or the LMS punya websites.
Yeah.
So
That's the problem in regulating the policy.
No, I think for for example, if you are
It's too expensive.
going to install
I'm gonna cut a few
a
lines.
insulated
Only says
you must use MDM,
only says
the endpoint connection command. So
Same
what
one
you
you
do is you install like BlackBerry, right? So BlackBerry or even
But today, we don't have
Why, company
this
also not
phone
regulated?
for Telcom or whatever.
Only
That's
CSG.
the problem. Telling people not to do it is one thing.
so the only thing is you want access email, the Outlook.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Just certain only.
Even for
And line
workflow
sometimes
from
but for
Same
the iPhone,
organization.
iPhone is quite safe, right?
Some
But
no,
Because
like
they have their
so the
own-
mobile phone is
company
also risk.
supplies
Mobile
across
phone
any
is
device.
My personal phone I know is secure.
How you know secure?
because iPhone they have like features for the safety features, their own
Firstly, may
safety
not be
features
100%.
that
Also,
they
But for
one is conspiracy, one is malware,
you use
still not
what,
confident.
like
right?
VMware, I think. VMware put the
Policy.
Policies. So that's a critical risk, right? So now like this, you list down what are the 5 critical steps we need to do to secure. Data is one definitely. So you, whatever we have discussed here, this is the wrap up lah. Then after you do this down, then you share this. Okay, let's take about 5 minutes to finish it. You ask your people.
So this time they will present, right?
This time what present?
Have to be fair, right?
No, they can go first.
Pause பண்ணுங்க.
I even see them going up and present it first.
Pause பண்ணுங்க. First this lah. No biscuit anything ah. This is basic.
the sweet.
Sorry,
No
sir.
biscuit,
Policy.
no tea,
Policy.
coffee, nothing lah.
No eating. Cannot lah. Budget 50 ringgit minimum.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so the 5 steps to prevent. It's a KPI.
Hey, I'm paying attention, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll finish it.
Okay, any misconduct or obey the GKK rules, which they should get the complaints, which is will affect the KPI. So this is one way to prevent them from doing any wrong.
This is not confidential. No, what was it?
If anyone obey the rule, I mean, this
This
one
is
is
the-
5 steps to prevent. How you want to prevent? How to control
Okay.
stuff, right? By doing any wrongdoing to apa kan? So it's affect the KPI. I mean, should affect the KPI, like macam complaints.
Can you define that? Give me an
Example,
example.
example like macam someone already leak out any data or what, we should give warning letter or as a complaint lah.
Usually something like you langgar the policy.
Policy or GKK.
Basically consequence management.
Yeah. And then clean desk policy, that one I think we should implement a clean desk policy means all the desks should be
There's no
Like
document.
mine
no
lah.
document, paperless, yes. Shouldn't have any paper on top of table when people left the office. So that is one.
Next is force auto lockup lah. Because to be honest, sometimes I forgot to lock up.
Yeah,
So I
that one we
think
discussed.
that one should be implemented.
That one is policy of your Microsoft. That's not.
That's very good. Okay. Next is limit the share of document via WhatsApp.
Yes.
Yeah.
To avoid that.
Absolutely. Say that again.
Limit the
Limit or
Shouldn't. That means no any document, PPT, proposal that share
Why?
via WhatsApp. We should either we have to use OneDrive or email.
What's the
because in a group, I don't know, I'm just giving my answer. Like you asked the question, what's the risk? In a group of 10, I'm not sure who's accessing it, who's doing what with it.
Groups.
Sometimes we share password, right? Via WhatsApp.
Ah,
We
that
should
one.
avoid that. That's what I mean.
Right. Sharing.
I think
No sharing password.
differentiate the
No.
elements shared, right? No, because you're talking about password, one thing, of course, yes, you cannot share.
WhatsApp.
Share. But then proposals for clients, they prefer to be spoken on WhatsApp. Then why tell them
No,
this?
that means any
I don't think you get the point.
Internally.
Sharing to a group, right?
No, because now
That means it's
the country
massive.
also
If
use
one
that
to one,
as
I
an
think it's still
indicator.
okay.
Please check this one, you know.
I said you okay.
Internet
No,
also
what
send to a group.
what I mean,
So which means that
no.
your trainer
Sir.
details you can't put it in a WhatsApp group.
That's what I'm telling.
Exactly.
Every details.
That's
so
bad.
What's that bad?
How is there visibility?
Wait,
It affects our
Since when did
visibility.
WhatsApp become an official work tool?
No, from the very
I'm
start.
asking
No,
you a
Simon.
question. Since when did WhatsApp become an official work tool? You're saying
It's
it's
a
bad.
communication tool. That's what I'm
It's
saying.
a
Yes,
communication tool. Is it
communication.
an official work policy to use WhatsApp?
There's no policy that talks
So
about
there
it.
is no
What I-
policy.
But what I'm saying is you want to implement that, it will affect.
You're looking at the convenience point of view.
I'm looking at it is what is.
You're telling
Simon,
the clients,
now, okay, wait.
clients
Let
are
me,
going to stop
let
doing
me
business with
explain.
GDK.
Let
Just
me
because you don't send them working on
No,
WhatsApp.
let me.
This is what I'm saying.
Simon, let me explain. Now you have 6 people, right? Chonto, sales.
Okay.
Later in future you might have 50 sales. From 50 salesperson, you never know who is ugly character there. Take your client. So what? It's
What's
bad.
that got to do with the
Yeah,
sharing of
that means
proposals?
any proposal should log in OneDrive. Shouldn't floating via WhatsApp.
No, it's sending to clients individual. Why you send in a group?
She didn't talk about the client at all here. She's talking about internal communication.
No, I'm talking about. Oh.
You,
any-
can you let them finish maybe? Then put
So
a
you're saying
question.
with internal-
You're not even getting the
internal-
point. The point here is
internal
internal
cannot.
communication, not client
For
communication.
example,
Let them
Can,
finish.
cannot.
I sent in the 70 business group because so many people there.
But external can.
Externally, you're sending to the client.
Email,
only,
how?
right?
Everything
Let
can be.
them, let
No,
them
I
finish
just-
first.
If you send to client, you still need to put a black and white email,
Yeah, because.
right?
No, that means what I mean that every document, JD14 invoice everything should use the one channel. So one channel we can betul-betul secure. So when we overuse WhatsApp, there is minimal GKT information
I
in
totally agree.
WhatsApp.
I 100% agree with that.
That's what I mean. Not only proposal, even my document, claim document, invoice. Sometimes some people will easily forward. They will just Anna Shubha find that they avoid emailing. So when they avoid emailing, when it's come audit, everyone will get in trouble, right? So better use one platform.
One communication
Yes,
channel.
one communication
In
with
fact,
email.
we should be having a CRM tool from end to end, and it should be passed within that.
Customer, you continue this one, but my customer also don't just send WhatsApp. Make sure send
Yeah.
email also.
Exactly. Why are we sending to customer on WhatsApp?
Because sometimes they only is easier visible. They move.
They
around.
want to see. Now, mind send that,
It's
but
for
make sure
visibility.
email
You
goes out.
also send email.
Then your confidentiality policy needs to be tweaked.
No,
right?
but that's why the confidentiality policy must have different degrees for different documents. Like your internal documents, of course, you cannot be. But certain things like your programs, the proposal, it can because that's how you sell. Like the client will share with someone else. Of course.
My opinion is different, but we can take that out separately.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're listening.
Hire IT person. And
Yes.
then
Say that again. Hire IT. Person means what level?
Hire IT expert,
Yes.
which is for SME lah, which is they know everything.
what we do.
Go on, I'm listening.
And then like security, like CCTV and then access card, so we can detect everyone in and out. And then also from the outside lah.
Okay.
And then avoid sharing information to partners or competitors.
Yes.
Any information like, oh, I'm going this meeting. Example, I'm going this meeting. I'm sharing information. We have
Now,
to
are we
limit
talking verbal? Are we talking
verbal documentation ke partner. Avoid sharing.
Kalau sharing in terms of what? We have a
So-
social media. That one we can call it as a sharing, right?
Yeah, usually.
LinkedIn because we put
But I
our
rasa
Great point.
existing client.
I think whatever we share, we shouldn't. I mean, we have to share carefully. Shouldn't let other competitor take our post as an opportunity. Contoh, you are posting a client details. Oh, GKK. This client going to GKK selling Excel. The next year they will propose Excel.
But that's competitive nature of business, right?
Yeah, but that's why I said macam
That's the way.
minimal.
I don't put the company name.
Yeah.
I don't put the company logo. Unless we very sure lah. Like this IS logo we can put because next 1 year the project is running. Right? But
Macam projects okay, I think. But I think
It's a good point, it's a good point.
client detail, So
Like
minimal.
TNB for example, we don't
Ah.
put that because so many people targeting TNB, right?
Yes.
Something like that.
But how does that stop other people from targeting if you don't put?
No, at least we're not giving them the idea. That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, we're not giving them the idea.
Because
And what is the template for us to
we have developed a
posting?
Minimal
For us
macam information
make
macam
it
jangan
safe
post
for
about
side.
client.
It all boils down to the question. The answer to your question is policy.
Policy.
Based on policy, what is the current
Macam
policy?
from marketing,
Like
from
template for
marketing.
media, client posting.
From marketing, even macam I as a own LinkedIn, right? Contoh I post about Infosys datang kat GKK buat Excel training. But maybe other partner will see that, okay, they will say, okay, Shubha has helped this client, okay, maybe I can go and give this client,
Yeah.
I know this HR. So jangan bagi anything, we have the minimal information, that means a bit kena secretive.
No space
secretive.
for competitors
Yes.
to get information lah basically.
What?
Meetings okay, but macam Dato' macam tu okay, tapi macam client punya details tu we should avoid lah.
Client details sharing amongst?
Is it personal or for the company itself?
Yeah, good question.
Sorry, personal?
Is it personal applicable for the personal one or applicable to the
I
company?
think both lah. Contoh macam bila you post,
For me,
macam it threat for you, right?
my point of view is I want to gain the insight.
Tak, macam maybe your content should be secretive tapi have how to say macam you kena minimal lah, macam jangan, maybe you can check a manufacturing instead of client name, IT company instead of the client name.
Yeah.
But your point was you're looking
My
again.
point is, my point of view is I want to sell myself to
Yeah, it's marketing part.
to other people.
But boleh, macam
To
you
other
boleh
companies.
you boleh post marketing post macam tu semua boleh. Contoh you nak cakap pasal post training ke prior to the
I mean, when I went to a meeting, usually I will take the picture in front of the logo of that company. Let's say Petronas, I take
Okay.
a picture from the Petronas.
Okay.
Kan?
What will you say?
So I say that great meeting for today. Went
Okay.
to
That's right.
meeting.
It boils down to what is the policy. What can be said, what cannot be said.
Ah.
That's what we need to have. The policy is going to guide everyone in terms of what can be said, what shouldn't be said, what must not be said. That's
I've
what-
not mentioned who I met,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I went to meeting today.
Tapi bila contoh lah saya macam maybe saya nak macam contoh today you go Iceland right, I as a competitor I'm watching you, saya pun nak pergi Iceland. Tapi I akan somehow I will contact someone, saya pun nak pergi that
So,
tender.
okay, so how does that stop?
So
How
because
does that stop Aaron from receiving ISMO meeting picture today and feeling like he wants to cascade that to someone out of the company? How does that stop Aaron from doing that?
Cannot stop.
that is competitor side. That is nature of business.
Yeah, so that's my point. How will that stop me from doing that? I wanted to do it. Both.
No,
Actually, it's part of business risk, I think.
Absolutely.
It's part of
I
we have
totally
to
agree.
face it.
I
But no,
totally
that's why
agree.
I'm saying you do the one where you're very sure you have a 99% hold, like Iceland, I will put the name. Because whatever it is for next 1.5, 2 years, how many years? 2 years you're running. Right? But TNB I will not put because I know so many people are targeting TNB. Right? I'll put a major energy services company.
But then when we
GLC
do a policy, we cannot be doing it that way.
We have to have two ways of posting. One is those that you really have a hold, you post. Those clients that you are actively engaging, you haven't closed yet, you want, then that one you just have generic.
So then the policy should be only post about confirmed deals. Something like that.
Now confirm deals also, like contoh macam that day he cakap don't post about Nestle. Dia takut people will take.
That one is
right?
fancy
Huh?
from the Nestle part. Nestle won't give
And
you.
some client don't like to
Ah.
name to be posted. Like you have TDCX. TDCX, they don't like their names to be posted.
Okay. That's their policy.
They blacklisted one training provider because the training provider added all their staff WhatsApp in a WhatsApp group, which is against their policy. You cannot take staff WhatsApp numbers in a group, right? So we got to be careful of that also.
Ya macam I rasa generally GKK selalu kena tu macam easily we share details. No matter
I
who
think-
from higher to lower
I
lah.
think we don't just mention about what cost or what program that we
Yeah,
we
correct.
do with the client, but we
Generally,
yes.
All this is what we need is everyone to come to a room, sit down together and come up with a policy.
General.
because
That's what we need to do.
marketing need to
So
know
marketing
the
posting policy. That's all.
So
Maybe we can just put photos
Yeah,
Absolutely.
without
We-
details.
yeah. we can discuss. At the end of the day, everyone needs to come into a room, sit down together.
It's a good discussion. So now we know. As long as we blast it. It's okay.
Macam girl pun I think no issue lah. Macam yang I kalau big macam ni, you know right. Macam macam few I rasa macam corporate company tu macam I rasa macam threat, macam takut.
Did you have anything else to add on?
Ada.
That's it.
Alright. Thank you.
Higher IT boss. Boss, higher IT.
Higher IT, IT may not.
Higher IT.
Okay, all this document give to Nafisa, consulate. Yeah, Arnab, right? Okay, come on. Last presentation, 5 minutes. Before I get on the call.
Before we go back.
First one, don't access or share any information of the company's materials to the others, like macam for the info staff and also for the trainings information, don't share. And then make sure to check every email whether it's valid or not. If there's something suspicious, so just ignore je. So maybe we can provide training for staff for company policies like this training. And then for have a communication for any information or solution about data problems.
Fantastic.
Good. For me, self-awareness. So whenever you see a threat ataupun you see anything that inconvenience or something that apart from being a normal, so you have to make sure respond. Mungkin you boleh bagi tahu dekat your punya managers or you have to go to MD or bosses itself to check whether it's genuine or ataupun dia something that fishy ke apa, so we can take action from there. And then second one is check and balance for the policies. So every like 1 month we have to check. Now we are SME. Later maybe we can do we have to be a big company that we have like 100 of staff in one department. So how we want to revise back our policy. Now we are doing for the small scale. So upcoming must have a PDPA, must have something that related to the company is very valuable. So you have to keep it tight in hand and cannot be go out. So that one is something that we have to look for.
Okay.
90-day password change. Another one is determine the degrees for each room who can access, and maybe consider putting locks if needed after work, etc. Given this one have to be checked by the managers. And the next one would be I think one more would be for the traders, the engagement letter lah. So a few things to look at is also like the sharing the details earlier, what can be shared and all that. So I think it's quite, I think it's important for marketing, whether it's for them or for us or whatever. But the thing that cannot be shown is the identity of the client, the name of the client, as well any information that will disclose where is it, etc. So I think just like market, just like Apple. You don't see Apple talking about, oh, we did a training this or we did this thing, you know. It's the brand speaks for itself, the lifestyle.
But that will take some time. That will take some time. So we take it offline lah. We take it offline. We sit down with Gilbert on that. There was some things.
Because it's not next the previous
hosting. We'll plan it out. But I think it's good. See, today's session is more fact finding. Okay, thanks. It's more fact finding. Where normally training, you just come trainer talk like that we told the previous session, right? Not understanding, but more important to know the rules and see how you can implement it in real life. Now all the SME, this is a mistake. All cowboy style, just want to do the work and then later deny. Even big banks, big companies, they have all the rules, still they get problem. Why? Because the weakest link and the strongest link is the human. So today we taken one step. Awareness is what you also know. Certain things you don't know, now you know. Certain things that we don't know, you have shared. But how most important is the follow up after this. So now we have all these things, all the document, please pass it to Nafisa. The action items Nafisa has to concentrate, the rest give it to me, I want to read it. Then we come up with the proper action items and then we proceed. I think that's the most important.
The knowledge transfer.
Okay. Every point is very clear. Now the point you highlighted, Shiva, confidentiality, when you did a training in Infosys, we put the name Infosys. Like I said, if you are very sure with the client, you got a 1 year contract like IS Memo, I'll put everywhere, I'll say IS Memo. When I sign a MOU with IIT, I will say everywhere because they are the only company that sign IIT MOU. Another company goes there, they won't entertain. For now, I got a 1 year cooling period. But the flow that I just started, like an example, this TNB, I will never say TNB because TNB and flows are trying to enter.
But on the flip side, you impact your branding.
I will say GLC.
Yeah,
I rewrite first. Once we are strong in the TNB, then you put.
That, I got different perception. I telling who's our customer is our client. If they can enter,
Right.
we
Totally
shouldn't be
agree.
scared.
100% agree.
Right.
We shouldn't be scared or
Right.
they're going to take our client.
Absolutely.
We have to be strong with ourselves, our branding.
We should be proud in what we are able to offer, and that should sell.
Yeah.
Not be afraid of someone else
Someone is
coming
going to take someone.
Problem.
Because I think there's one thing, you don't know the power, the LinkedIn and the posting, right? Lot of people watching. That means
Understand that
somewhere
point,
when
understand
the
that
guy
point.
highlighted, no, talking about his one. Yeah, you were doing project in this company, oh, very good. And talking,
That's why the
I'm like, how this fellow know? I said, how you know? I saw your LinkedIn
Thing
post.
is, when we sell because of our,
I don't know
when people
it.
engage us because of our brand, as opposed to who is the
Exactly.
company or
Correct.
what, then they will sell.
Correct.
Correct?
It has to be the brand. Company
Absolutely.
brand should go.
Alright, so let's
And
take it
but-
forward.
But some companies they don't allow us to put the branding out. Petronas also cannot put
You
it.
must give
Then
the approval.
we have to be-
approval,
Yeah.
company's
But-
approval.
But at the same time, I totally understand where you're coming from. People being jealous, people having good intention, this, that, everything. There are challenges that a
Most
company like
important
us has to
company,
go
we
through.
don't want later like TTCX, Petronas, you put them, later the fellow say, hey, I don't want to use you anymore, you violated, why you
No,
went and
that will be something we identify from the beginning in terms of what is their policy for our social media policy.
Is it
That's
applicable
fine.
for companies or for the
First of all, every company,
Companies.
I mean, let's not carry it on too long, but we should ask them what is their policy.
Can you put action item before posting? If you want
Before
specific
posting,
post,
we ask them whether
ask
they
them,
can
can we post? I think
Some
Nestle said no,
companies
right?
they don't allow.
Nestle said no.
I mean, yeah.
See,
No,
like
let's
some
say-
companies-
You don't expect.
Cognizant,
You can
But then after
you
a
can
while,
tell
it's
you do the program.
It's okay.
But you don't mention the
We should
customer.
ask before we post.
Okay.
Okay, here's what we plan to do. Okay.
Even if you what like my previous company, like especially vendors, not supposed to tell that they are vendors. See, unless invited to speak and post, but even if your LinkedIn post all cannot contain the
Every
company.
time we
because-
engage a company, right,
And-
they will have a
and-
policy, right?
Yeah.
They will have
Right.
their own data protection policy. You need
Yes.
to read that and say whether we are going to contravene anything or not. Otherwise, just clarify. Is it okay first to do this?
Correct.
Then we done.
Alright, thank you guys. Thank you for the time. But
So action points were taken by Nafisa.
But apart from the recording, action point I really want to implement. So I just realized last few days we've been talking to so many security experts. I think we got more sense than them, bloody. All common sense.
Told you, right?
Auto logout of email. Guess who asked? I am asking it to the vendor. I was like so pissed off. So now I realize now when we'll do it ourselves.
Force logout.
We were paying money to the fellow, right?
Can-
I'm
can-
telling him, can you do auto logout? Ah, okay.